Hi everybody, this is Godsgirlg G, and thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And for those of you returning to this channel to watch this video and you are not already subscribed, I'm going to encourage you to do so by clicking the subscribe icon below. And if during the course of this video you hear something that you like, click the thumbs up, comment below, or better yet, share this video with someone who you feel could benefit from its information. With that stated, let's get into today's discussion. Have you ever noticed that it is much easier to have a negative attitude versus a positive one? I mean, actually, what is it inside of all of us that has a tendency to pull us more to the negative side versus the positive side? What I have come to understand is that negative attitudes come from negative thoughts that come from reactions to negative behavior. And around that cycle goes. Now, we know that none of this negative stuff is from God. After all, there's nothing negative about the way God thinks or acts. God's negatives, and negatives as we perceive it, all have a purpose. Every thou shall not is designed to bless our life, make it richer and fuller. So the purpose of all of God's negatives is actually a positive. Now, you have heard me say that God will never waste the seasons of our sufferings, and that includes negative things that we perceive happening to us. But He will use it in some way to bring good, instill purpose, to help others, and to make us stronger. This is what I mean when I say that all of God's negatives have a purpose. Now, the Bible teaches a kind of positive thinking where you can so believe in the power of God to accomplish a task that we can move forward in that power and allow God to work through us in the achievement of that task. Now, the main problem in this positive thinking movement that we've been hearing go around for years is the whole fallacy of getting really too positive too soon. So let's break that down. If we don't get our motivation from God, put our success under God, we might be in for trouble. It's not simply enough to start saying, I'm going to be positive. Positive thinking based on truth carries fantastic blessings. Getting too positive too soon can cause irreparable damage. We all have those seasons where things are not quite right, and we have to be okay with acknowledging that. But what it means is, as the song says, in the end, we know we're going to win. We know our feet will land well. Now, there's a blessing to having a positive attitude. That's what I want to talk about today. In Philippians 4:8, we are called to think about what is true, honorable, just, pure, lovely, and commendable. But not just think about them, dwell on them. Now, speaking from experience, it's not easy keeping your mind positive all day, every day. In fact, it's downright hard at times, especially during difficult circumstances. But I truly believe that God's desire for our minds is that we learn to replace negative thoughts with positive ones, that we fill our mind with His truth, His love, and His peace. First, a positive attitude will cause us to meditate upon the truth of God. What is truth? The Word of God is truth. Next, a positive attitude will motivate us to think on those things which are honest. What is honesty? Doing the will of God is that which is honest. Job was an honest man because he was doing the will of God. 3, a positive attitude will cause us to ponder those things which would be just. What is that which is just? Living the golden rule is doing that which is just. 4, a positive attitude will make us consider those things which are pure. And what is that which is pure? The Word of God is that which is pure. Next, a positive attitude will cause us to reflect on those things which are lovely. Developing a godly character is that which is lovely. A positive attitude will motivate us to recall those things which are a good report. And what are those things that are of a good report? The gospel of Christ is that which is of a good report. Now, the way that we can experience the peace of God from positive thinking can be summed up with three things. Make a conscious choice to not worry and replace your thoughts of worry with God's truth. 2, take your circumstances to God in prayer. And 3, trust that God will not only help you, but that He will sustain you. The art of positive thinking doesn't come automatically when you surrender your life to Christ. In fact, the enemy may try even harder to influence your thought life once you belong to Jesus. But God's peace will guard your mind, and you can rely on His strength to help you. In the end, it is up to you to change your thinking. Paul never told the Philippians that God would automatically put positive thoughts in their minds. They had to make a choice to think godly thoughts, and we must make that same choice every day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye.